controversial motion was brought to Montreal City Council. Projet Montréal is calling on the city to cut ties with Israel. But it raises the question, is this within the purview of municipal politics? Some groups in favor of the motion say yes.
We want is for our governments to stop being complicit in genocide. We want Montreal to continue in its incredible legacy of human rights and of advocacy. I think it's a really beautiful thing about the culture here. We are people who get in the streets and demand for what is right.
But the mayor of Montreal sees it differently. Addressing the press before the council meeting, she said these are questions for the federal government, not the city. Instead, she says she's more focused on local issues and making sure everyone feels safe.
Et notre responsabilité comme institution, c'est de assurer que même dans ces conversations difficiles, on rassemble les gens et pas qu'on les divise.
The mayor also pointed to a rise in antisemitism in Montreal. B'nai B'rith Canada says that's a serious concern. The organization has called the motion hateful and says it should never have been brought to council in the first place.
We know that if this motion passes, what we have seen in the past and what we have seen historically and what we see by our data is that whenever there is a spotlight put on the conflict in the Middle East, it manifests itself as more targeting of the Jewish community.
But supporters of the motion say the intent isn't to cause more conflict or target the Jewish community. Instead, they say it's meant to show solidarity with the Palestinian people. The motion calls for the city to take a stance by ceasing to invite representatives of the Israeli government to official events held at City Hall, and emphasizes the importance of fighting anti-Semitism and all forms of hate.
Forcing Montrealers to be complicit in crimes against humanity, that is divisive.
There's a difference between being against Israeli policies in Palestine and in Gaza, and also anti-Semitism. As we have seen, there were many Jewish groups who also stood with us because they're standing for human rights, they're standing for justice. And this is what our city of Montreal should be standing for.
Montreal has taken political stances against human rights violations in the past, like during apartheid in South Africa. But Martinez Ferrada says the federal government took a stance first, and the city then followed.